early birds here. We have amazing people have joined us from various parts of the world. So let us know where you're joining us from. So I see you, Boss Lady Fulera from Belgium. I see Hedges, Irene, Joshua, PhD Kasim, my honored guest. Please, you're welcome from Nigeria. Laurentia Lawson, Legacy Seed, Lillian Linda. We welcome you all and thank you for joining us. It is said that time is one of the utmost precious gifts someone can give you. So we appreciate the time that you are spending with us tonight, and we are happy to have you on this call. This is an amazing global project, and tonight, what are we to expect? We have an amazing people on this call, and they are going to give us a great information about something that is supposed to help us to impact the lives of the people around us, and to the people that are around us to also impact the people around them. So my name is Rita Ofinyako. I'm a health tutor. I teach in a nursing school. I'm an entrepreneur, and I do other things that help me to impact the life of other people. And so are the partners you see on this call tonight. So we have currently over 46 people, but we are expecting over 200 people on the call tonight. So if you are here, kindly let other people know that we are live, we have started, and we are going to box on very soon. So please remind your people that we have started and we are live. So tonight, the section is going to be in two main areas. First, we are going to talk about a technological project that offers a great service that everyone in this life needs. Everyone in this life needs this type of service. And then the second part, it's awesome. We are going to discuss how this service can help you improve your life by making some extra income to support yourself, your business, your family, and everything that you love about this life. So this evening, to help us do that, aside from myself, we have one amazing lady and an awesome gentleman. So we have a doctor in medicine, practicing, a mother, a sweet talker. I like the way she speaks. When she said mobile phone, she mentions it so well. And she's somebody who is an award-winning doctor. So why is she here? She will tell you, because she has realized that doing medicine in the consulting room alone is not enough. Then we have an amazing professor, a director in many businesses, and a person who is on the board of directors on this project that we are telling you about. And he's in the person of Dr. Kweku Ohene Asare, from the University of Ghana Business School, from the Warwick University, from the University of Stellenbosch, and some other universities across the globe. And so, without wasting much time, I would like to invite and introduce our first speaker. I really love her. The way she has mastered the craft of technology in cloud services. It's super amazing. I really love her, and I would like to introduce to you Dr. Dorothy Hansen to take us through the first part of our presentation tonight. Sit back and relax, because it is said that nowadays your value is measured by the quality of the questions you ask. So listen carefully so that you can pen down your question and then ask them at the right time when the Q&A is open to you. Thank you and welcome, Dr. Dorothy Hansen. Take us through.
Thank you so much, Obasuma Rita Ofi. Thank you so much for your kind words this morning. You have put some fire in me to start this conversation on a good note, and I appreciate you so much for all that you are doing on this project. You are one of the super people. I salute you, and congratulations for being here. And guests, thank you so much for making time to spend this evening, this Monday evening with us. If you're in Ghana, it was a holiday. You could have been hanging out and chilling, but you chose to be here to learn and hear something of immense value. And we hope at the end of this presentation, you would have actually seen the vision of what your friend invited you for. So if you're a guest Sit and stay, take the front seat because this is all about you. I salute senior partners on this project. I see a number of us are here, and congratulations on all that you are doing. Yesterday was phenomenal, and I know there's big things coming our way. So let's jump into the conversation that we are gathered here for. You know, about a couple of years ago, I had a chance of seeing this US technology project. It was not just a project, it came with other parts, which you can see listed on our screen right now. It was not just a project, it was a special service. It was AI driven. It was a project that helps you to find your unique value, helps you to develop yourself personally. And as you do that, you start creating wealth and you get to belong to a community. Because there's a saying that says you are the average of the 5 people you associate with. This is a very powerful community to belong to. Not only are we helping with two big dreams, which people can allude to as the conversation goes on, but be part of something that is massive. I'm going to jump into the conversation from here, and I don't know, my slide is frozen. I can't see what it's showing. I don't know. Rita, can you see the screen, please?
Dr. Hansen, are you clear? Are you okay now?
Yes, some
Yes.
aspects are covered, but I'm good.
Yes, great.
All right. I think I'll move on to the next. So you can
Okay.
start the exciting conversation. So come back up, which perhaps your friend told you about. It's a project that is here to empower individuals and families to be more and to have more. In order for you to have more, you have to be more. And Go Back Up is here to help you and your family to be more and to have more. I don't know what your dreams are. All of us have dreams. We all started off life with beautiful dreams. The amazing thing is when we start getting into school, we start shrinking those dreams and then we tend to forget what those dreams are. Go Back Up is here to help every single person. I believe all of us on this call have a good work ethic that could change our dreams into reality. The thing is, are you partnered with something that could lead you there, or you are just partnered on just that one thing that you are doing? Because in our time now, the era we find ourselves in now, you cannot have a mobile phone and not partner anything that is related to the device. We live in an era, an economic era now that is about partnerships and leverages. Go Back Up lends you a hand to be a strategic partner. So on this project, you are empowered to achieve your dream. I think I'll move to the next slide now. So what's Go Back Up about? Go Back Up offers something unique, something special. I'm going to tell you about the organization behind it. Then I'm going to tell you about what Go Back Up is offering. So it offers, as you can see on the screen, a secure cloud storage space. One, at an unbeatable price. Two, it has attached a technological project to it. Who are those behind this? Go Back Up is developed and fully owned by a multi-million-dollar organization called Global Virtual Opportunities. This organization is almost 3 decades old. They've been into the space of providing data storage solutions. They build servers, they build websites. But 2 years ago, they birthed got back up because they realized that there's a demand for digital storage, which is now cloud storage. Go Back Up, Global Virtual Opportunities started in Gatineau, Quebec, Canada. Currently, it sits on a fully owned 10,000 square feet data center in Texas in the USA. They moved there because the fiber optics are there. That's where the tech giants are, the Microsofts, the Amazons, those who to be on the digital space, that's where they are. Go Back Up is also situated there, and they own everything that they need to provide you with this unique service I'm about to expose to you. They're a legitimate company. They have been in the space for well over almost 3 decades now, and they're here to provide you with a solution. Perhaps you can take a screenshot of this if in case you doubt they even exist, because now people think everything virtual might not be real. Take a screenshot, visit this page on Google, see it for yourself. Take a drive around the building. That's the structure, the physical structure of God's backup. And I would love at this point to give you a tour of what happens inside God Backup with this data center. Can we play the tour video by the CEO so you can see what God Backup is offering?
Hey guys, welcome to the corporate office of God Backup. Now everybody wants to know, are we super secure? And how do we offer such an amazing service at such a low price? So this is in our tech room. What we're going to do is we're going to take you on a tour of our server room to show you just how secure it is, and we welcome you into the family. So let's go over to the server room.
We can't see it yet.
First thing I want to explain to you guys is that we're fully PCI compliant.
Yeah, it's showing
For
now.
physical PCI compliance, what does that mean? It means we're allowed to physically store credit cards in our data center because we're uber secure. So we've passed all the tests for that, and we're legally allowed to store credit cards and your storage. So one of the first requirements for PCI compliance is you have to have 2 coded doors before you get into your server room. We also, as a company, like to have fun, so we call it Area 51. So anyway, I'm going to code this door with my back here so you guys can't see what the code is. Come in this way. This is a simple inventory room, guys. We build servers here and so forth. And then our second coded door is over here, okay? And so we have a coded door here as well to get into the server room. So here we are in the server room, guys. This is where all the magic happens. So a couple of things people ask. Joel, how secure is my data, and could you ever lose our data? So as an example, let's come here. It's impossible to lose your data, and here's why. If you look at this storage array, and we have, hundreds of storage arrays in here, there's 14 hard drives across this storage array. 4 of these hard drives could fail, which statistically never happens, but let's say it did. 4 of these hard drives need to fail before we start to lose some data. But guess what? We're not going to lose any data because this is striped to here. This whole rack of hard drives here is copied here. Just the same here. All these hard drives here are copied here. So there's not a single point of failure relative to your data. There's also no single point of failure in the server room. As an example, there's A power and B power. Every server is plugged into A power. Every server is plugged into B power. Also, relative to cooling of this room, if you come over here, you'll see we have 1, 2, 3, 4 air conditioners in this server room. So the air is never going to be a problem. The other thing as well is we're very, very efficient. If you look up at the ceiling, let's come back over here, you'll see vents up there, and the cold air is strategically placed in front of the servers here, so it sucks in all the cold air, and it goes over into the hot aisle behind this wall here. So very, very efficient server room as well. And finally, if God forbid there was ever a fire in this room, we have here what's called a fire suppression system. What this system does, it's just a bunch of electronics behind here, but we can open it up, okay, is if God forbid there was a fire, and in 25 years there's never been a fire, but it will snuff out all the oxygen in this room. If there's no oxygen, then the fire goes out, right? So we don't use water to destroy the equipment. So that's the basics of the server room. Super, super secure and super redundant relative to your data. So the other aspect to security is we use the exact same security as Amazon, as Google, as all the big players, Microsoft. It's patented security. It's military grade, 256-bit encryption security. So your stuff is very secure. So let's come out of the server room for now. And I also want to explain, if God forbid a bomb dropped on this building, a hurricane came in, whatever, a flood, which statistically is impossible, but if it did happen, we also back up all of your cloud data to a third-party data center just in case something ever happened to this building. And again, it's never happened, but you just never know, right?
Thank you so much. So perhaps you have not seen a data center before. This is what a data center looks like. This is the data center of Got Backup. They own this, they build servers, they have every level of security to secure your digital assets. So let's talk more about the organization. Now you've seen the inside of Got Backup's office, and that is what it is. And that was the privilege you had, our CEO taking you down the tour of the data center. So this is an organization backed by a solid team of technical people who have experience in the data space, experience in building service, experience in holding data, experience in all walks of everything that is needed to secure your data. That's our CEO up there, Mr. Joe Therian, Mike Potvin, who is the Chief Operations Officer, and the entire team. I can't go through it all. Just know there's a solid team behind this. This organization also is supported by a solid board, a board of 9 people, of whom one is actually on this call. I mean, how many of us know anybody on the boards of any of the services that we use? We don't know them. And sometimes when we talk about projects that have come in that is making people money, people wonder who is even behind it. And it's somebody who told somebody and told somebody. On this platform, we have someone who's on the board of Got Backup. So it's an 11-member board. The CEO is there, and you can see Dr. Kweku Ohini Asari, a Ghanaian, the only Black African on the board of directors of this organization. So if you have any fears of where is this coming from, guys, you have the faces behind this. So this organization is currently, in less than 2 years, in 161 countries. 161 countries in less than 2 years. Got Backup is growing at an astronomical rate because people are looking for this service. People are looking for a place to secure their data. Country Ghana, where I am and how I got to see this project, got onto this project as country number 82. This was about 3 months after the project was launched. And you think 3 months in, we should get in as, and maybe country number 30. We got in as country number 82 on the Got Backup project. It's moving so fast, and currently it's in 161 countries. Bangladesh, the last country that got onto it. So it's not a new product. It is not like it is not known. This is something that is here to stay. And I'm going to tell you what it is about. Now you know who is behind it. You know where they are. Now let's talk about how Got Backup leverages on 2 massive global trends. 2 massive trends. I'll speak about the first part and hand over to the board member to speak about the second global trend. This is the first global trend. Please put in the chat if you have ever lost some photos or videos. Just put a 2 in the chat for me. Have you ever lost photos or videos from your laptop, from your phone? I mean, we are growing data at such an astronomical rate. Let me tell you how crazy it is. Data says that over 402 million terabytes of data is generated every single day. 402 million terabytes of data. Do you know what 1 terabyte is? 1 terabyte is 1,000 gigabytes of data. Today, that much has been generated. Thank you so much for your responses in the chat, by the way. I'm sure you received some photos today because it's a holiday. Somebody sent you some videos. You are all generating data. We are using our smartphones to generate photos, videos, documents, making music. Now you don't need a big camera. All of that is done with your smartphone. And there's a growth market and a high demand for data storage because the smartphones are becoming even much smarter. Do you know, I actually found that there were 5.81 billion cell phones across the world, and all the data we are generating with our phones, over 70% of them is going to cloud. You have an SD on many phones nowadays. We don't use pen drives even much nowadays. Everything has become digital. There are over 8 billion smartphones in the world. We use it everywhere. Every industry, whether it is corporate or it's in the villages, whether it's in the marketplace, whether it's in the schools, phones are just everywhere, collecting and generating data. And for anything that there's a growth market and a high demand, financial success is attached to it. This global trend is, look at the graph down there. That's just how many smartphones are coming up since the year 2016. I don't see an end to smartphones getting smarter and getting bigger. And I believe you, like me, use your phone everywhere you go. Let's prove it in the next slide. All of us are addicted to our phones. We are addicted to our smartphones. So if you can relate with any of the things I'm going to show with you, please put a 3 in the chat for me. It helps me know that you are with me. How many of us use our phones as an alarm clock? I use my phone as an alarm clock. In fact, it's just regulates my day. Do you also do that? Thank you, Benjamin. Oh, thank you, Sir John. I can see you. How many of us, if we left home, and realize we didn't have our phone with us, will feel uneasy, like you will want to do something. You put a 4 in the chat for me. They said over 90% of us are in that bracket. We can't do without our cell phones. Like, thank you so much for your responses. I can see many of us are really attached to our phones. How many of us use our phones in the washroom? Please don't be shy. I'm one of them. You put a 5 there. I'm one of them. I also use my phone in the washroom. In fact, I spend more time in the washroom because of my phone, because I'm texting, I'm receiving emails. And then the last one that kills me the most, this one, put a 7 in the chat. The first thing you pick when you wake up is your phone. And that's the last thing you drop when you sleep. 7. I expect a lot of 7s because many of us, the first thing we wake up, you don't even say your prayers, you go to your phone. We are all addicted to our phones. And the way we are addicted to it and how delicate these phones are, it makes us easily lose the information on our phones. You see, data loss is going as much as we are creating data, because mostly it's just a slip, it's just a trip. Then your phone falls and the screen cracks. And most of the time, it's not about the phone, because you can always buy a new phone, but you cannot get the things on the phone back just the way it is if you have not backed it up. So data loss is also growing so fast like that. I was told of a couple who had their wedding, and the videographer and cameraman, the team who came to cover it, they covered the pre-wedding, they covered the wedding, they covered the Sunday, and the cameraman promised to deliver the photos within a week. 2 weeks, no sound. He said he was fine-tuning the pictures. I mean, most times we give them that privilege, right? 3 weeks, no photos. Now they found out from the guy, it seems that our photos are keeping too long. Please, can you give us our photos? Guess what? He kept the photos on an external hard drive, and the external hard drive, guess what? It crashed. So what should the couple do? Should they go and marry again? Where would they get the photos again? If it wasn't for friends who took some photos, that would have been that's the end of their photography life. I thought it was a story, but I went to Liberia a couple of months ago, and I actually met someone who actually does not have wedding pictures because the thing happened to him. Data loss is real. Every conversation I've had, people have lost some information. And it's always an accident. It's about 45% of cell phone users accidentally damage their phones. And a screen is cracked every 43 seconds. Every hour, a screen is cracked somewhere. People are looking for solutions so that if anything happens to your device, your phone, your laptop, you will not have to lose your data. That's where these solutions come in. You may be familiar with some of these solutions on the screen. Perhaps you are on Google Drive or iCloud if you're an iPhone user, or you use Dropbox. Go Backup is like them. But Go Backup offers you much more than they do. And I'm going to prove to you how unique Go Backup is. Because ever since I started using Go Backup 2 years ago, in fact, the peace of mind I've had and that fear of losing data is no longer my concern, because Go Backup offers something superior and unique, which the others do not offer. Let's start with the first part, the price. 6 terabytes of data is what Go Backup offers on this annual subscription for Family Pack, okay? 6 terabytes is 6,000 gigabytes of data. Just to compare the size with our competitors, the ones that we all popularly know, iCloud, Dropbox, Google Drive, and the rest, 6 terabytes with iCloud is about what? Almost $420 a year. Dropbox is doing it for almost $360 a year. Google Drive, about $302 a year. But look at Go Backup. For the same 6 terabytes of space, 6 users. What that means, you can share the space with 5 other people. So I could give Dr. Koe 1 terabyte. I can give Rita 1 terabyte, give my husband another 1 terabyte, my children another 1 terabyte, and we will all be able to secure our data. Nobody would see each other's. Everybody has their username and their password. Data does not mix. And you can use this on multiple devices. If you have 5 phones, just install Go Backup on all your 5 phones and back up all your data. If you have laptops in addition, back them all up onto Go Backup, because Go Backup works both on cell phones and on laptops. It works on Windows, it works on MacBook, it works on Android, it works on iPhone. And you can get all of this for how much? $100 per annum, $99.97 per annum. It is 4 times cheaper, 3 times cheaper than Google Drive and the rest. Perhaps you are paying some small bits for Google Drive, so you are not feeling it yet. Comparatively, Go Backup is still cheaper than it. Go Backup has an automatic set and forget feature. So once you back up your things on it, you don't have to worry about coming back again. After the initial backup, the system does the rest for you. Don't think the price is down because the price is $100 because they've compromised on security. Data and digital security is Go Backup's priority. It is their priority. They're the newest kid on the block for data storage. There's no way they will come onto this without doing their homework well. They use the highest level of security you can get for digital storage. It's called the AES, Advanced Encryption Standard 256-bit patent. This is the highest security you can get for data storage. And it's called the military-grade encryption because that's the level of security the US military uses to secure their data. So you don't have to worry about your data being hacked or anything, because even in the world of security, a 128-bit has never been cracked anywhere in the world. Go Backup gives you 2 times that. That's how secure your data is with Go Backup. And Go Backup has other advanced plugins. They have other features on the cloud. You're able to watch your videos on cloud. You're able to work on cloud. They have, just like Google Drive has a Word document, Go Backup has a similar one, but even more advanced because it has speech to type. It has the ability to read your text back to you. It has translate. It has Mendeley. It has features that you will not see on other cloud storage service. All this to make you efficient wherever you are, not only to store your data, but to enjoy the service Go Backup offers. Many of us have cases and screens on our phones. What about the inside? Go Backup protects the inside. Those things that when your phone breaks, you will never lose. But it's not all. Go Backup also has email marketing system attached to it. You know how some people have to send multiple emails to organizations, their companies, to their partners, just because they need to communicate with their workers or communicate with people they do business with. Go Backup has a similar system. It allows you to send up to 20,000 emails with just a click of a button. The emails will not just go for going sake, but they'll be so personalized that each person will receive the email in their names. Let me pick a few names from the call. So you can just send with a click of a button. You get hello, Dr. Koe, hello, Rita, hello, Godfred, hello, Benes, hello, King W, just by following the algorithm, and you can automate it. So for this holiday, for instance, if it was weeks ago, or let me even use Christmas. Christmas is coming. You don't have to wait till December before you set your emails. Set it now, 24/12/000/1259. Go Backup's email system will automatically send your Christmas emails in advance. So you can set it and forget it. It will keep sending it forever. You see how on holidays like this, you receive hello, happy Founders Day if you're in Ghana from your bankers and the rest. This is the kind of system Go Backup has attached to your cloud storage service. And how much is it charging you? $0 per annum. It's free. This costs thousands of dollars to have if you have to purchase it in addition. And Go Backup has added it freely to your cloud storage service. Back up your data, enjoy the service, and then add this part to it. This is the service of Go Backup. And this is what Go Backup is offering for 6 terabytes of space. 6 terabytes of space, multiple operating systems. Share the space and enjoy securing your data. Never ever have to lose your data again. At this point, I'll just take a pause and transition and hand over to the board member of God Backup to take us through the second global trend God Backup leverages on. It gets exciting, even more exciting from this part, because from this part, this is where you can see dreams turning into reality. And I'll hand over to Dr. Kweku Ahenia-Sari, who is a board member of this organization. He's the top African and European leader on this project. And it's my pleasure to have him on this call to do this part with that. Dr. Sari, over to you.
Wonderful exposure that you have vomited onto the screens of the world right now. I know there are quite a number of people on the call currently from 18 different countries. People are on the call. And that is an indication of the global manifestation of how this is going. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to tell you one other major reasons why this organization is in 161 countries. The reason is because many people have realized that there is a way you can rely on not only the job you do, but also you can work from your phone. In fact, some of us, we make quite a lot from our phone than just working the normal way. We still do our normal work, but a lot of people are doing that. For example, 42% of Americans are doing businesses in addition to their job. Take, for example, people you know, Ifya Schwarzenegger. She has over 2 million followers, more than GTV for her. Social media, information superhighway is making it easier for people to be popular, for people to give value, for people to submit their value to the marketplace, for that value to command its own returns. Value is anything that is useful to the user. Value. It is not about what is negative or what is positive. It is anything that is useful to the user. And information superhighway, the technological world, has made it easier for everyone to earn income. In fact, after COVID-19, people have realized that you can do more work sitting in the comfort of your home than sitting outside elsewhere. So it is possible for people to recognize that 62% of Gen Zs are now earning income. In fact, the means by which people are earning income shows that everyone can actually earn income from your phone. And I'll give you a couple of examples. Within the God Backup family, we teach you how to create your value. Submit that value to the market. That value will command its returns without even you realizing. Okay? Let's say that you are a housewife. And as a housewife, you are very versatile when it comes to multitasking. You know how to clean, you know how to take care of the kids, you know how to cook, you know how to do so many things. You've been doing this for the past 10 years. The problem is that over the past 10 years, you did not take consideration of the fact that you would document the process of being a housewife. You didn't do that. But if you had done that, you would have had information. Who is a housewife? What are the challenges of being a housewife? What is the endurance capacity of a housewife? What is the multitasking nature of a housewife? How wonderful is a housewife when husbands are there? So there are so many topics within the housewife industry. Okay? Can you imagine the housewife industry? Do you know how powerful that industry is? Do you know how powerful people would love to know from you how you share the story of you being a housewife? All of this can be converted into a book. See, ladies and gentlemen, there are 4 ways of earning income. If you don't know, you don't know. When you write a book, you become an author. The word author comes from the word authority. So when you write a book about being a housewife and the nitty-gritties of being a housewife, you become an authority on the subject. Now, that book can be sold, and it is being sold multiple times by so many women across the world. In Atlanta, so many women have become millionaires by leveraging on housewife. In fact, there are even TV channels, TV video programs on the housewife things that are going on. Okay, so you come out with a book, and this book is entitled Housewife, the Best Job in the World, and you can become a millionaire. So that was the title of the book. Imagine you are driving on the streets of Accra or streets of Johannesburg or streets of London, and then you see the title of the book, Housewife, the Best Job in the World, and you can become a millionaire in 7 years. Will you be tempted to actually buy that book if the price of the book is $2? Okay, you can put it in there. Would you be tempted to buy? If you will be tempted to buy, just say buy. If you will not be tempted to buy, just say not buy. Okay? If you will be tempted to buy, just type 1. If you will not be tempted to buy, type 2. Okay? I just want to do something because I've asked this in over 53 countries and people give me a similar answer. If you will be tempted to buy, type 1. If you will not be tempted to buy this book, type 2. Okay? And I'm seeing quite a number of ones, a number of ones. Ladies and gentlemen, if it is in Ghana alone, and 1 million people, Ghana has over 33 million. If 1 million people should buy the book at $2, that is $2 million this housewife woman has accumulated from people. Even if it takes 2 years for that to happen, she's a multimillionaire. But that is not even the real income. Just the real income. And this is just a housewife story I'm using. It can translate into a kayayo, a businessman, a lawyer, a teacher, an administrator, a carpenter, a fufu seller, a watch seller. It can translate into everything. Value is anything. See, the Juju people are on social media. The Al-Qaeda and the Boko Haram are on social media. How much more you, who has value to submit and vomit to the marketplace of all? But the thing is that if your mind and attention has not been brought to this, you wouldn't know. Go back up helps you to build your inner character, your unique value proposition, and submit that to the marketplace. So it's not just the service, but the community of Go Back Up can bless you in unimaginable proportions. Now, let's get deeper. Let's go to the cloud service now. When you take the cloud service industry right now, they are raking amount of money, which is $166 billion this year alone. Last year, they made $134 billion. This year, they are making $166 billion. In 5 years' time, they'll be making almost $500 billion. The players are just around 50 human CEOs. One of the CEOs is the one I work with, Joel Ferrier. And he wants to now partner with you and I so that we can take a chunk of this industry. Why? Because almost all of us here are using a smartphone. All of us here are using either a smartphone, a laptop, or an iPad. And as long as this is growing, by the way, they are more than the population of the people in the world. As long as this is going on in the world, demand is on higher front. And this is my area. This is the area I teach. Data is oil. Artificial intelligence is a new electricity in town. And these two combined is generating. Just Google it. Just type the top company in the world, the top industries in the world. And it will tell you that technology, AI, and data are the highest. Take NVIDIA, number one. Take iPhone, technology. Take Google, technology. Take Facebook, Instagram. All of them are technology. Amazon is a technological giant. Okay? Tesla, everything about Elon Musk is AI and artificial intelligence. And these are all driven by what? Data. And so when you look at the storage capacity, I was talking to one billionaire. And I asked him that if you were to start afresh, he's into real estate. I said, if you were to start afresh, where will you go? Will you continue real estate? He said, no. I said, where will you go? He says he will go into building cloud storage facilities across the United States. I asked him why. He said, wisdom is the ability to see the obvious when it's a secret. Okay? Data is now your intellectual property. And if you understand that, you will know why this is a rich environment to be. So, Go Back Up has blended these items, these cloud storage department, and leverage that with income generating project that all of us can be part of. And right now, Go Back Up is the only cloud storage department in the world that will pay you. Google Drive does not pay you. Dropbox does not pay you. iCloud does not pay you. DSTV does not pay you. Netflix does not pay you. And we pay them. Go Back Up is the only technological cloud environment in the world that pays you. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm not talking about small boys pay. I'm talking about pay that supersedes the income of professors, income of businessmen. Okay? And there are over 300 millionaires already within the Go Back Up organization. And I'll be showing you quite a number of benefits, a number of evidences of how powerful this is. Just so you know, yesterday in Ghana, for those of you who are in Africa, Ghana, we had a physical interpretation of all that we are discussing. And every Sunday at 3 p.m., we meet at the Men's Vic Hotel in East Legon, where we gyrate and execute and mesmerize all the nuances about the God backup, the entire superstructure of the service, as well as the income generating part of the project. We talk about all of this every Sunday. Now, let me show you some of the incomes one can make. There are 7 incomes. I will not talk about all the incomes. I'll talk about only 3. And even by the time I finish the 3rd income, you will know how powerful it is. How do you become a member of God Backup? Well, the first thing you do is to get the service. Install it. It's an app on your laptop, on your phone, on your tablet. Then tell your friends, tell your families, tell your co-workers, acquaintances, strangers, enemies. Tell all of them that you have a special gift for them. Now, maybe if you are here, you were told that the person said he had a special gift for you. That's what you will also do. Don't try to explain into details in a way that you'll be stuck. Because at the beginning, this might not be so straightforward for you, especially when the person begins to ask you questions. So all you are going to do is to bring the person here. You're going to tell the person you have a good news, surprise gift for him or her. The person tells you, what is it? You can bring the person to Manswick Hotel in East Legon, or you can bring the person to our Zoom here. We do our Zoom on Monday evenings and Wednesday evenings, and then we'll do our physical one on Friday evenings and Sunday evenings. Once you bring the person to us, your job is done. Leave the rest for us. We will educate them, baptize them in the sea of good God backup for you. And then they would have resurrected their mental gymnastics. They would have gotten the clearer picture. Now, this is how you get in. The moment the person decides to get a service, the company will thank you with $50 per person. So for each person, you get $50. If you do this a day and you get just one person on board a day, for example, today I've gotten like 4 people. But if you get, say, even one person a day, that is $50 every day. Another $50 the next day. If you do that every day, another $50. So by the end of the month, you have $1,500. Now, ladies and gentlemen, given the rate at which the dollar is increasing, okay, if you are getting $1,500 a month, would that be good? If you convert it to, say, 15 or 16,000 cedis, that is more than the salary of the average professor. Meanwhile, all of us here are part of this project on a part-time basis. In fact, 99% of us are all doing our normal jobs and are still part of this project. But this income I just told you is the smallest of the income you can get in the long term. Let me show you the second income one can earn, and that will blow your mind. The second income you get is not even based on just the effort you put in. It is based on the collective effort of all of us. Let me show you. If you have friends, families, co-workers, acquaintances, strangers, and enemies, and then you tell them to come and listen, and they do. And in fact, if you can't tell them to come and listen, we will teach you, we'll train you. There are so many training mechanisms we'll give you. When they come on board, and I do the same, all the people I bring them on board, you will leverage on them. So assuming you have been able to just get 2 people, just 2 people on board. When I say get them on board, I mean they have been formally recognized and registered into this project. Formally recognized and registered into the project by and signed by the CEO of the company. Once they become a full ordained strategic partner of the company will now pay you that initial income. But as people now begin to come in, even if you don't know them, from Argentina to Honolulu, from Honolulu to Zanzibar, from Zanzibar to Casablanca, it doesn't matter. The company will pay you because of the collective income everybody is doing. And this is how you get the income. There's a second income you get, which is known as cycles. This cycles is between $20 and $200,000 every month. Okay. So please note, it's between $20 and $200,000 per month. In fact, for me, this income is my highest income right now. Okay? And that alone is even more than my salary right now. So it is somewhere you can make some very good income for yourself. Now, how does it work? It works simply because you are leveraging on what others are doing all over the world. So timing is important. It means that if you come in early now, those that come in later, you will take great leverage on them than if you had come way, way, way later. The third income is the one I value really, really beautifully. You see, I told you that the second income is based not only on your effort, but on the effort of other people. The third income is here. You see it on this column. It's called cycle match. Cycle match. But this income you start earning when you are a sapphire. A sapphire is basically someone who has 50 people in his team. Once you have that, you're a sapphire, 50 human beings. Okay? Each one is a strategic partner with the company. Once you have that and you're a sapphire, you'll be making 25% of all the income that your people you have sponsored are earning in their cycles. Let me give you an example. So let's say that you have 10 people you have sponsored. Each of these 10 persons is earning $1,000 of cycles. These are the cycles I'm talking about. Okay? So each of your 10 people you have sponsored is earning $1,000 of cycles. The company will pay you 25% of the 1,000. Now, 25% of 1,000 is how much? 25% of 1,000 is $250. So on each person, the company will pay you $250. And how many are they? There are 10 people. So that means that you have how many? How much income every month? You are making $2,500. Remember, that income has nothing to do with the cycles you are earning yourself. It also has nothing to do with the first income. I spoke about the first income. Okay? We call it a customer acquisition bonus. It has nothing to do with that. You are already earning that. You're already earning the cycles. And now you are getting match, check, $2,500. But that $2,500 with this example is because you are a sapphire and you're making 25%. If you are a diamond or you are a double diamond like I am, you will not make 25%. You will make 100%. Okay? And that means that for your 10 people, the same 10 people, each one is making $1,000. You will make $1,000 on each one. Multiply by the 10, that is how much? That is $10,000. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to share something with you. The number of people I have in my organization is 105 people. I don't have 10 people. I have 105 people. Now, of course, not all of them are making $1,000 now. Okay? But imagine that all of them are making $1,000 now, which is my goal. My goal is to help each one of them to make $1,000. I will be making $105,000 every month on just cycle match. Of course, it's not going to happen immediately. If it happens immediately, that is a scam. But it happens over time because there are systems that you put, strategies into. And that is how Go Backup really pays you. These are just 3 of the 7 incomes that one can actually make within the Go Backup arena. Now, that is not the main thing. Ladies and gentlemen, you get more than just income. You see, income is nothing. What you get within the Go Backup is more than income. You will learn some unique things, and look at them here. You will have the following, all the following: 6 terabytes of data, emailing system, bulk email, personalized email, and automated email. You will have all of that. You will have an AI autopilot link. You will have that. You will have an unlimited service, high security, lead capture system. Oh, you can use Go Backup to do photo editing, video editing. You can talk and it will type everything. You can speak and it will convert your speech to Chi, Ga, Ewe, Chinese, Italian. All of these are part of the package. You will have file editing and file protection. You will have mentorship, trainings that will build your current job you are doing. So if you're a lawyer, you will learn how to be a better lawyer in a way you've never imagined. Ladies and gentlemen, these are unique principles that people never get in the university or any profession that they do. These are unique principles where you are going to learn. You're going to learn leadership qualities. You're going to learn communication skills. You're going to learn wealth creation, value creation, personal development. You will leverage on the capacity of several people, and you become more. You become more, and you will do more, and you will have more. This is in Genesis chapter 1, verse 28. So you will be fruitful. You will multiply, and you will have dominion. Because a fruit is a living organism whose growth is within itself. And you will learn how to create growth within yourself. Because whatever you are losing, someone is winning. Okay? So sometimes you have same people, they are all lawyers, but one is doing better than the other. The problem is not you. The problem is the operating system. And we help you to revolutionize the entire operating system. So Go Backup startup income is just $119.97. This is the annual amount. When you pay that to the company, not to me, to the company, you will get entire services. Please remember, Google Drive will charge you 3 times this, and iCloud will charge you 4 times this. So even in terms of the service, and they don't pay anyway, even in terms of the service, you still have value. You still have value, okay? But in addition to that, you get an income, which is more than that. I'll show you some of the income people are earning here, and you'll see that it doesn't compare to the yearly amount that you pay. And of course, you have to renew this yearly amount. Every year you will renew this amount. But the money you are going to use to renew is not anything compared to what you are going to gain. You will gain more, 20, 30, 40, 100 times. In fact, some of us make over multiple times, over 100 times this amount of income. Now, so we have a service everyone needs. It doesn't matter where you stay. It doesn't matter your level of education. You don't need AI knowledge, data knowledge. You don't even need computer knowledge. My mother is 90 years and she's using this and doing this. Okay? All you need is hunger, will, and passion. Because everyone, everywhere can do this. Timing is everything. We are just 2 years old, open to the public. It was initially not open to the public. It's not open to the public. And believe you me, Benjamin, is good for everyone. Is it risky? Of course it's risky. Because if you do nothing, you'll get nothing. Everything in this world is risky. A woman goes through 9 months of pregnancy. It's not because it's fun. On the day of delivery, the child can die. The woman can die. And yet women are giving birth by heart. COVID-19 was risky. People came out clean. So to think about whether this thing, is it good for me? You see, ideas might go through your mind, and that is where the challenge is. Some of my panelists here are going to talk a lot about why they decided to partner with this organization. So at this stage, I'm going to go back to the panelists here, okay? We have Rita Ofe, the MC here. Rita has been in this organization for a little while now. We have Godfred and Dennis. They have been around. They are one of the titans of this organization. Dr. Dorothy Hansen herself, and quite a number of other people are here. I want you to hear their story. And again, if you want to see us, for those of you who are in Ghana, Accra, you can see us at the Mensvik Hotel on Sunday, 3 p.m. And you will get to physically, interact with all of us to see where we are going. Okay? So let me ask you, first of all, Godfred, you have been in this project. I want to ask you, because you see, most of the time you guys don't know the kind of questions I'm going to ask you. So these days I'll twist the question a little bit now. See, why did you decide to join Go Backup? What motivated you? Oh, let me unmute you. Sorry. Let me make you a co-host. Okay. Yes, you're a co-host now. Please unmute yourself. Good.
Thank you. All right, Prof. Thank you very much. All right. So before I answer the question, I want to use this opportunity to say a big congratulations to anyone who have joined us, because looking at the time, it's getting to 8 o'clock and you bosses are on the call. So big up to you. So I decided to join Go Backup because I realized that I was paying for iCloud every single month and I'm not making any money from it. So when I heard about Go Backup that you can use your cloud at the same time till you make money, I said, wow. So the same services that iCloud, Google Drive, people are already using it and they are not making anything from it. So if I'm using Go Backup, I'm going to make money. Wow. Even though it's not really about the money, but I realized that in this world that we are living, we can't depend on 1 or 2 streams of income. We have to have multiple streams of income. So if we have a project with digital marketing like AI, autopilot system that you need not to stress, and you are building a digital project that will meet the digital world, is good. So we decided to join this Go Backup project and also secured our intellectual properties at the same time, make a significant income from it.
Excellent. So let me ask your wife, Dennis. I know that we normally talk about the service of Tobacco, which is fantastic, and the income. Take the service and the income away. What do you see as another big thing in this project?
All right, thank you so much. Well, I am seeing beyond the mere picture that everyone is seeing because I am looking into the future, 5-10 years to come, whereby when we talk about, as one speaker once said, a very renowned speaker, and he was like, if you have to invest in anything now in your life, you have to invest in your intellectual properties. And my husband already talked about the importance of protecting your intellectual property. So Gary V. So years to come, it's more going to be like something you can brag about, like, yeah, I have invested in this and today I'm making money from it. And at the same time, this has been able to sustain, the kind of lifestyle, the kind of life and the future plans you have. It's sustaining you and giving you all the exposures, the trainings, like for instance, personal development trainings that you're getting here, which you would normally pay to other people to enjoy here. You're getting them for free and getting the networking opportunities to meet multiple people, millionaires who are from different countries and networking with them. It's a huge thing because some years to come where we are going to be having more of our physical, meetings and meet all these people. You're going to brag about it a lot because you're going to have a one-on-one encounter with these, multimillionaires and add more value to yourself. Getting to know them is going to be a big plus for you. So it's not just about the money, but also to get to network and then tap from knowledge. From these people, speakers and trainers here who are giving them all for free. We are not paying for all the trainings and the personal development. Everything is free here. So looking into the future, it's going to be something we can really brag about it because getting all the knowledge here, you can apply in your business. And business owners like us, knowledge is always important because we need to apply more knowledge and be able to grow our businesses.
And I know you guys are business people. You are running multiple businesses across the world, not even in Africa alone. And so that point you said that you get knowledge that will help you to advance your business. It's a very laudable thing. And now, Rita, let me come to you. So does it mean that if you are not doing a business and you're a lawyer, a teacher, a banker, you can't benefit? Where do you see value also, apart from the service and then the income?
Thank you very much. Value is really great on this platform because naturally, when you go to school, you are just taught the little things you need to just go through what you have to do in terms of the job you are doing. By how to convert all these other resources around you, your thinking, your humor, the way you relate to people, how funny you are, how you can put all these together and put it on the marketplace for people to pay you for. Because we are paying for a lot of services because those people giving us those services know how to package the value they have. But most of us were in the paying mode all the time. We always pay people for service A, B, C. And then there were things around us that we could also package and sell it out to people so that they will always pay us for. But people will pay for value that is worth their time, worth their money. And that is exactly what we are getting here. You are able to know that you are not just a teacher like myself in the classroom, but aside the classroom, you can repackage the content you have taught and write a book. And out of that book, a lot of people are going to benefit. So if you are a person of impact like me who wants to touch a lot of lives, you could do that in so many ways. Not just being in the classroom and teaching 50 people or 100 people, but a global touch where thousands or millions of people can have access to that book. And that is something most of us were not taught on the ordinary platforms of classrooms. So you are just there as a teacher and you are waiting for your days to count and then you are waiting for that to end. But now over here, you are taught how to do that. Then the social network is very strong. You are with people who are always
come back to that. That networking part, okay? That'll be interesting. Ladies and gentlemen, just to tell you, if you have any question, any doubt, anything that you want to ask, please type it in the chat there, okay? And we'll use that to address all of your questions. Ask more questions. Release all the questions that are in your heart, and we'll try and address them for you. It will help you significantly. Okay. Now, let me come back to you, Dr. Abisolo. Okay. The price of Go Backup is $119.97 a year. Some might think this is expensive. What would be your answer to that? If somebody says, is that not expensive? Right. I'm asking you that because you are chopping good income.
All right, yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, good. Prof, the answer to this question, to my view, I would say that whatever a man puts his or her mind to and want to achieve, no matter the price, because you could see that people even go and borrow money for weddings. People borrow money for important and expensive things. Like people borrow money to buy expensive cars. People borrow money to do a whole lot of things. But trust me, $120, my dear, if you look at the future of this project and the benefit that you are going to get, if you really understand it, no matter how you are seeing it, trust me, it is not expensive. It is only expensive to you when you don't know the value you are going to gain. It is only expensive to you when you don't take it as like something at heart or something that is important to you. Because if anything is important to you, no matter how costly it is, you push and you buy that product. So I'm saying that, yeah, for me, it is not expensive. Only expensive when you take it and you see the value to you. Yeah.
Very good. And how do you see your income you've earned, since you came in? How does that compare with what you thought initially that you will not get?
Oh yes. Like I said, the amount I used to register this amazing project and the amount that I've earned currently, now it's like unbearable. Trust me, like you are going to make it more times depending on how you are going to take your project. And trust me, so you could see that if you compare the amount you started with and the amount that even I have earned, the amount I started $120 and then the amount that I've earned, like I'll say like 10 times, 100 times, like than how much I've earned. So ideally, you could see that you make more than what you started with. Yeah.
Thank you so much. So somebody says that how can he register? Everybody here, somebody gave you a link. So please contact the person who gave you the link. Okay, the person who gave you this Zoom link, and tell the person that you want to get started. Ladies and gentlemen, FEAR is an acronym. It stands for false evidence appearing real. And normally that is what prevents people from taking an action. Dr. Doris, I'm going to come back to you. I want you to look at the number of people who are doing this project in Africa and in the world and compare it to the how timing is very important. And let us know the urgency of becoming part of this before it escalates.
All right, thank you for the question. So currently the number of people on the project, even let me use Ghana first, it's just a little over 1,000. I don't think it's been up to 1,100 yet. In Africa, from the stats I've seen, we are not even up to 2,000 people yet. But let's compare to the other services that we all know about. Because I think Google Drive has over is it 1 million or 1 billion users. Dropbox about 750 or so million users, and people are switching to Go Backup service because of just how unique and how efficient and effective it is. So we are just starting. and people are yet to see it. And people are already switching in all these countries to use Go Backup. Timing is of the essence because the beauty of this project also is there's that some positional advantage to it. It's about how early you jump onto the strategic partnership Go Backup is offering. So you can position yourself in a good place in this. See where country Ghana is, see where the other countries are. It's just like that. The earlier you can see and be part of this, the earlier you'll be positioned in a good place to make the impact that you are going to be making in people's lives with this. I mean, for me, in the next couple of, perhaps even before this year ends, the massive growth Go Backup is going to be because of the upgrades that's coming. People are going to just switch to Go Backup. It's only a matter of, I think that in probably shy of 2 years, this will become the household name for cloud storage service. People will just use Go Backup. I mean, it will just become the most popular thing. And we are just starting. Everybody here is still an early bird. Everybody here, if you jump onto this now, you are still an early bird on this project. Digital storage is not going anywhere. The smartphones, the data we are creating, the demand for storage, people need even more space. Go Backup offers the most cost-effective space that is ever available. Sorry. Go Backup offers the most cost-effective space and the most flexible with operating systems. Sorry about my phone. So I see this growing bigger. And for everybody who will partner this, look, $100,000, $200,000. These are numbers that perhaps we can't imagine, but it is as real as it is. It's just a matter of time, and your incomes will be out of it will be beyond your dreams, and you'd have impacted a lot of people with it.
Okay.
Rob, there was a question. There was a question in the chat.
That's the one I'm coming to. So don't worry. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's an interesting thing to recognize all that we are discussing here. Okay? That somebody is asking whether you would travel. Yes, there are travels that you will do. It's only for the elite currently. Okay? I had the privilege of traveling to Canada to witness a lot of things that is ongoing. So the company is instituting traveling that is coming on for the members. Okay? Right now, it's not fully generalized yet. But it's for those that are really working hard. But it will be officialized from next year when those that have reached the hardworking diamonds will be the ones, probably even from those double diamonds will be the ones who will be traveling across the world. But within the African continent, we have instituted traveling to several. You hear of this in November. Okay? You hear of this where it's not going to be international traveling yet because that's for the elite. But it's going to be internal traveling, going to Royal Sanctuary, going to Labadi Beach Hotel for 3 nights. These things are going to be free travels that is going to be packaged and given to people. But put those aside. The income you get, I mean, I like what you see on your screen here. The income you get are fantastic enough, especially within this short time. Okay? These are incomes people are earning in a month. Okay, these are incomes people are earning in a month that you can see right there. And so you can use even some of these incomes to do the travels that you want to be able to do. Now let me go back to Godfred and Venice. Oh, and is here. And I thought he said you can't talk. Yeah, I'm not well. Will you be able to talk now? Because now I can see smiles popping on your face. You're looking very, very young. What happened?
Hello, Prof.
Yes.
Hello. Please, there was a question, another question in the chat saying, would that conflict with Google, a Google user?
Okay, can you answer that?
Have a conflict with a Google user?
Okay, Rita, answer that, please.
I think in just a few days to come, we are going to have just a launch button that will help you to transfer your files from Google to Go Backup or either way. So that will not be a problem at all. So those of us here, a lot of us are on Google already, and then we are also using our Go Backup. So you can have a double backup if you so wish, but you can also easily switch from Google to Go Backup.
Yes, and please don't worry at all. There is now a memorandum of understanding where you will see a button that you can migrate all the items you have on Google. Google will not prevent you from doing that. And if we also want to move to Google, we can go back. I will not prevent you from doing that. So now there's a memorandum of understanding. The MOU will allow you to move, across clouds, just as we couldn't do it when it comes to moving from Telecel to MTN and the other ones. But now you can move. You can use your number, port your number from one telecom number, telecommunication network to another one. It's easy now to do that. The same thing. It's easy to move without any problem at all. So you don't have any worry with that. Please, have I missed another question? It says, I'm registered. Would I still need to use the data bundle to access the file? Yes, this is not internet data. Okay? This is not internet data. This is files, videos, documents that you move them. So you can clone your entire phone or your entire laptop. Okay, but you need to get your own internet data. Okay, because one company cannot supply the internet data in every country. That one is not allowed. Okay, the International Telecommunication Center will not allow you to use the US internet data subscription capacity to power Ghana. You have to cross the Ghana belt before you can do that. So it's not internet. It's not internet data. It is files that is going to happen. Now let me come back to looking at where we are and where we are going and the momentum that is coming in Africa. What would be your advice for those who are yet to?
Okay. If you are here right now, in a few months, I won't even say years, the number of people who will jump on this project, you'll be amazed. What people just want is authenticity. As soon as they know it's authentic, that's all. If you are seeing this and you are still hesitating, you are actually wasting your own time, because eventually all the apps, Facebook, TikTok, they'll start asking you to pay for space. For the first time, when I saw Yahoo sending me a message that I have only 20 gig to keep my emails, it has never happened before. And if it's beyond that, it means I have to buy space. I realized that we have a good thing. 6,000 gigabytes is a big space. You can keep everything. And you'll be so organized that your things won't be scattered. Take action right now. Apart from the money, you are preserving your own information, which will be useful. Eventually, you realize it. So people will come in drones. People with networks, there are people who have 1 million people in their network. If you come before them, it will benefit you. Even if you have few people, such people will connect with you and your network will increase. Imagine that. We will be making $100,000 in this business. So just start.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Now let me come back to you, Rita. Sometimes a person might think this is a scheme. This is a pyramid scheme. This is not real. This is fake. This is a scam. And I want to hit the nail on the head. You have been around for almost 2 years or so. Is that what you think? What would you be your answer to that?
That is not what I think, even not at the beginning, because there was a real service that I could see will be offered to me. In most of the schemes that people have described to me per their narration, there was no specific products at the center of the core business they were doing. And for me, that makes it unreal, because there wasn't anything in exchange for the company to make any returns to pay me back. But for Go Backup, as long as people are getting the services to store their data, money will run into the system and I can get paid. So it's a very straightforward system that helps me to know how are they making the money. But if the company is not offering any service or product giving me, how would they make money to pay me? Then they are going to just recycle what people pay them. And at a point that cannot be sustained. So this, if you are still thinking it's a scam, wait until you see all the people around you have already been registered. Before you are the box where it says, without cloud storage, the phone you are using, some of the apps you can't even download. And then now you are chasing to be part of it, and you realize that you should have done this earlier. All the people who have come on recently are regretting not coming earlier, because initially they were all thinking saying, this is not true, this is not true. I called a friend who told me he's not interested in these things, and then one day he just called me, my WhatsApp is blocking, my emails are blocking, what can I do? The service you told me about. That's what happened to a lot of people, because people are not getting conscious of where the technological world is moving towards. We are moving into an era where if you stay behind for a while, you may have to run fast to catch up. So it is not a scam, because you can see how and what to do to make money. Here, if you don't do anything, you don't make any money. So we are not here to just give you money for free. There is work attached, and therefore it is effort-based payment. Once you put in the effort, you will make the money. And for those things that people get scammed about, they don't do much and they are giving money. And that is why people can just come back here. You will not be paid if you are not working. So for these reasons, I think that this is a very pure, legitimate project.
All right. So somebody says that, how do I integrate the system with my phones, both iOS and Android? And also, is the backing up of files automatic, like it's done for iCloud and Google? Okay. It's a yes or no answer that we can give. Let me quickly do that. Godfred and Dennis, could you please answer that? How do I integrate the system with my phones, both iOS and Android? What would you say? Godfred and Dennis, one of you can address that. Please unmute yourself. But don't worry, I'll come back to you with the next one. Dr. Doris, can you
okay. All right. So the system that be designed in such a way that so when you log in with your back office and you go to use digital tools and you click on God Backup, then use this to a new interface will come for you to download the version. For instance, if you're using the laptop, you can download the laptop version so that you start backing up. The moment you install it and you start backing up, it will beautifully, back up all your files and everything on the cloud. At the same time, too, you can also download the mobile phone version on your phone. Okay, so when you download the mobile phone version on your phone to that one too, you can go to settings. Depending on the phone that you're using, for instance, if you're using the Android or if you're using the iPhone, you just click on the Android version or the iPhone version and it will be on your phone. After that, you go to settings, then you check all the boxes for it to be. For instance, they will give you an options that upload on Wi-Fi. Oh, that one, for instance, in Ghana here, not everyone is using Wi-Fi.
We'll leave the very details out for now. I think you made an excellent point with the addressing of the question. So the answer is yes, you can integrate it with all devices. You can put Android, line up all of them together at one place. Okay, let me go to the next question. Abisol, if you can address this. He says that, is it automatic like it is done for iCloud and Google Drive? Is it automatic? I think this one is a yes or no.
Yes. Yeah. So like Godfrey was saying, it's automatic. So the moment you initiate, like you go to where you're supposed to, upload all your documents, mostly it's done automatic. The moment you do once, it's the rest is automatic.
Set up forget. Very good. Very good. Thank you. Now, it says that does it support backup of WhatsApp message plus media and my contact? No, it doesn't. So let me be clear with this. You can back up every media. You can clone your entire media. But please know that your contacts are endemic to the phone. So if you look at iPhone, there is an easy automated contact backup you can do with iPhone. If you're using Android phone, you can also have it. It's free. Okay? So it doesn't back up your contact. And those ones are automatically back up from the phone company, not from the cloud service. Okay? So Google Drive does not back up your contacts. Neither does iCloud back up your contact. But then the iPhone and the Android phone, they will back up your contacts directly. So you don't need to worry about contacts at all because they are automatically backed up. For example, if you are backed up on Samsung, every time you have a Samsung account, the moment you lose your Samsung phone, you get a new Samsung, all your contacts will come into that Samsung. Now, the next one is how easy is it to restore backup? It's very easy. I won't lie to you. There's a video that will show you how easy it is. Very easy. Okay? Another person says, if I want to register and I don't have the full money to pay, can I pay bit by bit? All right. So let me, Rita, can you please address that? Can I pay bit by bit?
Okay. So paying bit by bit, the money we pay is either electronic or mobile money payment. If you are doing the electronic payment from your credit card, you can just upload the amounts stated on the system. So you can pay half of that. But if you are using your Momo, you can contact the person and then decide to give half of the money. And then when the other half is ready, you top up because on the system, it's already calculated for the bulk money to be paid to you. So if you are using your credit card, you have to upload the full money, but you can have this conversation with the person who registered, brought you here to say that, okay, I have half of the money now, maybe I will use it. So let's have it uploaded somewhere so that you can top it up for the complete amount of money to pay. Others can also add on to this one.
So, and you know, yes, go ahead, please.
Yeah, the person asking about phone contact, there's also an easy way to do it. You can actually export it into a Word document and save it as a Word document in your cloud. It makes it easy so that if you get new ones, you just add on if you don't want to lose it.
Okay, so coming back to the point of pay by bit, look, it's always good to pay the yearly amount. The reason why the yearly amount is good is that you get 2 months for free. 2 months for free. So instead of paying bit by bit, okay, rather put the thing in a susu box and then pay it at a go. Okay, this bit by bit, you rather pay too much. Do it yearly, once and for all. 1 year, bam, you're done. That is almost 1,006 Ghana cedis. You get done, finished. And then the next time you will ever renew is 1 year time, by which time you have made over 20 times that amount already. Okay, so you don't need to worry yourself with trying to pay by bit. Just get a full amount and then get that on board. Okay, so let me come back to Dr. Bisolo. What will be your final message to both those who are in here and those who are coming?
Yeah, so using myself an example, joining this project has actually, changed me psychologically, physically, mentally, and I would say with my bank alert too. So if you're already in the project, I want to advise you that no matter where you've got into, it's about learning, it's about readiness. Put yourself into the people who are making it. Because in every institution, like I said, there are some people who have already passed through wherever you want to go. Somebody want to become a bronze, copper, silver, whatever, sapphire, emerald. Someone have passed through the same system, and the person might know the challenges and the do's and don'ts. Just connect, be ready, and make sure that you are also ready to make it. So far as somebody has made it to the top there, you can also do it. Give yourself time. At least within a day, you can give God backup like 4 hours, 3 hours, 2 hours. Just do something every single day. And trust me, it is going to work. Now, those who are here to join, let me tell you, family, people wake up around 4 a.m., 2 a.m., 3 a.m., all hot, just rushing to workplaces, because if you don't take care and you go late, you'll be fired. Why? And at the end of the month, the amount that you are even receiving is already gone. So get something to do. Anyone on this call, we all have something. We all have bills to pay. We are paying school fees and other things. Sometimes we have something at heart that you want to achieve. But because the amount that you are receiving monthly is not, getting anywhere, even just for, food, and so you could see that you have something at heart, but you You can't buy. It's not that you can walk to garage. There's no money to buy the car. This is something that can change. And like we've already said, it's not only about the money. The mindset and the emotional things and the education that you're going to get here alone is superb. So family, you are welcome. Everyone who introduced you to this project has done you good. And I will say that no matter how it is, give this a try. And trust me, one day you'll see that you join the best opportunity. That's what I think.
Thank you so much. And what would be your best advice in terms of the urgency to start today than to start tomorrow?
Okay. If you are here right now, you are doing two main things. It's either you are trading your time for money, or you are leveraging on others to also get some form of income. The fact is that any way we earn money, we will have to look at whether we have to be there before we make money or not. If you have to always be there before you earn money, you are trading your time. And time, when time goes, there's nothing you can do to bring it back. Often, I heard from one of the mentors, my virtual mentors, he said that the poor always think of time and money when they are dealing with money, but the rich look for time, how they can make more time so that what they can have time for themselves to do it, invest it in important things. If you are always trading your time for money, you are living dangerously, because a time will come when you are not there, the money will not come. This is an avenue for you and me. It doesn't matter where you are in the world, you can be making money even in the night, even when you are sleeping. The only thing you have to learn is how to leverage on the system so that what you get most out of it. That is the most important thing. Come and decide that you are coming to learn so that you make most out of the system. If you don't know what will happen tomorrow. No one knows. No one knows. And this is the time to take advantage of it, not tomorrow, but now.
Thank you. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a pleasure having all of you here to join us in this program. Let's go tell the world we always have a better way. We just started. Now we have a physical environment to show ourselves. Okay? If you want to be paid, please remember. Let me quickly ask Godfred and Bernice, how will people pay the company and how will they be paid?
All right. So, Prof, the question, I didn't hear you answer the question.
How will people pay the company when they want to get the service and the membership? And how will the company pay us?
All right. Okay. So, all right. Thank you for the question. Okay. So, for you to join the project, you have to have a Visa card. Okay. So, if you have a Visa card, you will be able to join. At the same time, too, if you don't have a Visa card and you want to send the money to the person who introduced you to the project too, that one too is fine. The person can also help you to quickly join. At the same time too, they have designed a very powerful payment method for us that you can withdraw the money from your account into your bank account in Ghana. So for instance, if you get paid today, the company pays us every Friday. So for instance, if Friday comes and you want to be paid, you just check that I want to be paid. So they will pay you into your PayQuicker account. And PayQuicker account has been designed in such a way that the moment you transfer the money into your bank account, it will be in your bank account. Okay. It also allows you to have the opportunity to store your money in dollars. And you can even create a virtual Visa card. For instance, if you want to, shop online, you can use your virtual Visa card to shop online. And even if you want them to email you the Visa card, they can email it to you whilst you're in Ghana here. Okay. So that's how you get paid. Thank you, Prof.
Thank you so much. Rita, finally, what would be your advice for those that want to see a physical location? What would be your advice for them?
I think it's the best option because you get the excitement, you see the people, you can relate. Because sometimes when things are virtual, people feel like, oh, there are a bunch of people. But once you come for the physical meeting, you are able to have a very personal interaction. You are able to socialize and network. You realize that there are possibly certain things common to you in other people that you are going to meet there. For instance, yesterday I met a lot of other nurses, other midwives, and so it was easy to connect. So the physical meetings are very, very, very impressive. And when you bring your guests, they can see the value, they can see the people, they can see the reality on the ground. Even though our virtuals are good, I think that the physical meetings give it a better touch in terms of the reality of what we are speaking about. So you can easily relate when it's physical. And the premise is awesome. So you come and it's a very good ambience that you can take a lot of pictures and show yourself to the world because you are being a part of a positive, interactive project.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we will be meeting at the East Legon on Sunday. Come along with your friend, and your friend will be excited, will be grateful that you invited the person. Come along and see those of us here on the screen now. Come along with people because they're going to thank you. And please note that whether you do this project or you don't do this project will be done. Please note that because the fact that it's in 161 countries in 2 years alone should tell you that people are not joking with it. The country that is leading the world right now is the United States of America. They are not a joking country. The next country that is leading the world is Ghana. Ghana is not, it's always been the beacon of Africa, the gateway to the African continent, the masterpiece, the beginner of independence. Okay? So you can see clearly that what is happening is a universal field that we all have the chance to play the football in. So people are going to do this. And people are going to do it big. And by the time so many people, 1 million, 5 million, 10 million, remember, Google Drive alone has 1.2 billion, and they are not paying people. Okay? Backup has just around 100,000 people, and they are paying people. So what do you think people will do? When they switch and come to Backup, eventually, the number is going to increase. And when the number increases and you're already there, you are blessed. So this is the time for you to take it even more seriously, so that by the time people come on board, you are at the very top of the place. I want to say thank you so much to our global leaders, Dr. Bisolo. Thank you so much for being on the Dr. Dorothy Hansen, and Mrs. Enyino Akifane, Rita Affair, as well as Mr. and Mrs. Godfrey. And Bernice, thank you so much indeed for being on the call. Please speak to the person who has invited you. Tell the person that, look, I've listened to everything, and I just want to give it a try. Whatever happens should happen. I just want to give it a try and see what happened within a year. Withdraw that initial income of $1,006 or $120 is not going to be the end of the world. It's not going to be the downfall of everything. I want to give it a shot and give myself 1 year. And that 1 year, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't 10 times that income, if you are working with us, the leaders, and you don't 10 times that income, you can collect your income back. In fact, within 30 days, you can still collect your income back and stop everything. You have nothing to lose. You have everything to gain. So I want to say thank you so much indeed for being on the call, leader. Thank you so much, every single person who has been on the call. We will meet again on Zoom on Wednesday. Okay, we'll meet again on Zoom on Wednesday, and then we'll physically meet on Friday and on Sunday at the Wednesday. Thank you. Have a wonderful evening. Bye-bye.